It was a quiet Thursday morning on Spain's A52 highway. Until the silence shattered. A black Lamborghini, sleek, swift, full of promise, lost control. A blown tire, a sharp veer, and then fire. In that moment, on July 3rd, 2025, the world lost not just a footballer. We lost a fighter, a father, a brother. Diogo Jota, 28 years old, gone. Just 11 days after saying yes forever to the love of his life. Every origin story needs its forge. For Diogo Jota, that forge was Gondomar, where shipbuilders' hammers rang like church bells, and dreams were tempered in salt air and sweat. Here, a wiry boy with fire in his feet began writing his legend, one touch at a time. While scouts chased the next Ronaldo, Diogo honed his craft at Pasteliada, a humble academy where passion outweighed resources. His coaches saw it immediately. This boy moved with the restless energy of the Atlantic itself. Then came the verdict that would ignite his fire. Porto's famed academy deemed him demasiado pequeño, too small. But Paços de Ferreira saw the fighter beneath the frame. They offered a lifeline, until fate dealt a cruel hand. At 17, doctors discovered an irregular heartbeat. The diagnosis, 1 month exiled from the pitch. No tackles, no sprints, just a boy pacing the touchline, tracking every pass like a hawk denied flight. When medical clearance came, he attacked training like a man possessed. While teammates slept, Diogo danced with shadows on midnight pitches, perfecting the turns that would later bewitch Anfield. Every touch whispered, "Watch me now." Gondomar built ships to conquer oceans. Their sun was built to conquer doubt. They called him small. They didn't see the inferno. 2016. A contract with Atletico Madrid, Europe's fortress. But dreams have fine print. Diogo's read, immediately loaned to FC Porto. No debut, no locker sweat. Just a borrowed jersey in someone else's castle. 0 minutes played for Atletico. Loaned within 48 hours of signing. Porto gave him minutes, but not meaning. That hat trick against Nacional? He walked back to center circle expressionless. These weren't his fans. This wasn't his fight. Like painting masterpieces for a gallery that never hung them. Then came Wolverhampton's offer. Come freeze in England. Prove yourself. No promises. Just a €14 million escape clause. He signed in ink that felt like blood oath. The championship welcomed him with tackles like axe blows. That rainy night in Cardiff, ankle ligaments torn, bone grinding bone. Doctors warned, one tackle could end you. Pain is temporary, promotion is forever. He played on, scoring the winner through a red haze of pain. Later, scans would show damage requiring summer surgery, but in that moment, Molineux's roar was morphine. When promotion was won, they called him a hero. But heroes belong somewhere. Diogo was still a rented sword. Until Nuno Espirito Santo placed firm hands on his shoulders. You're ours now. Let's hunt in the Premier League. For 14 million, Wolves bought more than goals. They bought the relentless heart of Gondomar. They rented a boy. They unleashed a wolf.
To arrive at this season with a title that I've been chasing for a lot of years in the best league in the world, where I dreamt to play as a kid, and finally we did it.
September 2020, the Anfield Tunnel. That sacred sign. This is Anfield. Diogo touched it not as a tourist, but as a conqueror, who'd marched through Gondomar's docks and Wolves' muddy trenches to earn this moment. 7 minutes. That's all it took. A debut goal against Arsenal. Then came the seismic embrace, Klopp's beard scratching his cheek as the German, powerful voice roared, "Mein Kämpfer, my warrior." For 45 million euros, Liverpool didn't buy a forward, they bought a force of nature. He gave them thunder. Champions League nights where his goals detonated defenses. The 2024 Premier League title. Number 20 on his back for Liverpool's 20th crown. But behind the pyrotechnics lay a brutal truth. That calf tear against Manchester City, it cost him the 2022 World Cup. While Portugal battled in Qatar, Diogo rehabbed alone, watching on TV as his daughter Laura learned to walk beside his crutches.
That's the feeling I look for when I play football. That's why you put all your lives and all your efforts to moments like that, moments where you can decide the game. It's what makes you keep going.
June 2025, the sweetest crescendo. A goal against Spain to win the Nations League, then home to Porto, marrying Rute, his anchor through every storm. His Instagram caption, Sim, para sempre. Yes, forever. 10 days later, they drove towards summer sun. Diogo at the wheel, brother Andre beside him. Then, wet Spanish tarmac. A tire's scream. Metal meeting darkness. At 3:40 a.m., the football world stopped. Two brothers gone. Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. One a global star, one a rising talent. Both sons of Gondomar's docks. When Liverpool held that 96-minute vigil, they weren't just honoring a number. They were lighting beacons for every child who'd ever been told, "You're too small." At dawn on July 5th, Gondomar's cranes dipped in salute. No speeches, just shipbuilders hanging a Liverpool scarf where Diogo once kicked balled-up newspaper. That afternoon, the mayor unveiled new letters on his childhood training ground, Complexo Diogo Jota. At his Replay Gaming Foundation, teenagers battle in FIFA tournaments he designed. No hospital wings, but something truer to Diogo. Esports scholarships giving dockyard kids the chances he nearly lost. His daughter Laura took her first steps here last week. She doesn't know why strangers leave flowers, but when her foot meets the ball, the workers whisper, "The dance lives." When Anfield held its 96-minute vigil, they honored more than goals. They honored the man who visited Alder Hey Children's Hospital monthly, who sent gaming consoles to sick kids during his own injury rehab. They say legends walk alone. Diogo walked with Gondomar in his bones and Laura's hand in his. Now, when the Atlantic wind sweeps through Complexo Diogo Jota, you'll hear it, the echo of a boy who refused to be small. They measure legends in trophies. Gondomar measures them in how many boys still shout, "Goal!" where cranes scrape the sky. Every evening at Complexo Diogo Jota, you'll see it. That same backheel turn he perfected as a boy. Only now, when the ball finds the net, children point skyward not to gods, but to a shipbuilder's son who taught them, impossible is just a word. Root keeps his fire alive. At every Replay Gaming tournament, she reminds these children, Diogo wasn't born a star, he was a boy who refused to quit. And in the front row, little Laura, already learning to code her first FIFA mod at age 3. They say time heals. Gondomar knows better. Time doesn't heal, it reveals. Reveals how one man's stubborn love can build schools from shipyard dust, turn gaming consoles into lifelines. and make fathers point to the sky when their children ask, "Who was Diogo Jota?" Legends don't retire. They become the field where new dreams grow. Diogo Jota's story proves that legends aren't born. They're built through relentless passion. Now, you can help keep this legacy alive. Explore more inspirational journeys on our channel. What moment inspired you most? Was it his Wolves' perseverance? Anfield debut? Tell us below. We read every comment. Share this with someone who needs to hear. Your background doesn't define your future. Use hashtag #JotaLegacy to connect with fellow fans. Tap subscribe and hit the bell. We explore most inspiring journeys weekly.
The way everybody supports me from the very first day, I'm really grateful to all of the people in the club and to all of the fans for making this happen. It is a remarkable achievement for a small guy that came from Gondomar, where I had this dream, and to ride this at the moment, it was outstanding.